Hi, welcome along to another video. This time just do a couple of reminders and let you know about a new Shawn show edition that's come out, but you might already know about that. And also I finished third book and published it, and that's on the website. So, and you've got the Parliament debate thing to start with. There's a screenshot of a Facebook post from March from Matt Landman to do with the protest that's in 3 days' time, Saturday, 21st of June. There's no time there. If you're on Facebook, you should be able to find that from the link in the info section of this video. I'm not on Facebook, so don't know. You'll have to work that one out yourself. The following Monday, this is going to be live streamed on YouTube. So whatever happens, just watch it, give them the benefit of the doubt, see what they say, and we'll talk about it afterwards. That debate is at 4:30 p.m. UK time. That's 3:30 p.m. GMT, 4:30 British Summer Time. You may or may not know about this. It's had 500,000 views. Shawn show has had Augustus Doricko, the CEO of Rainmaker, on his show discussing manipulating the weather. Rainmaker has been spoken about a few times before on this channel. So if you've watched any of the videos, you're probably aware of who we're talking about. There's two things I want to say here. One, if we do a deep dive on this, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to, and definitely going to, let's say, fact check it if you like. Just see what the conversation is. Shawn Ryan's a good interviewer. He just lets people speak. He's very neutral if you like. And we'll just see. I think it's important not to make these people the enemy in a way, which can often be the case, can't it? It's like if you want to win people like Augustus over to understand why people don't want him to do what he's doing, then shouting at them is not going to solve the problem. It's not going to get them to listen. If perchance you've already watched this, stick your comment down, please, if you would, about what you thought of him. Oh yeah, the other thing, Shawn show, I've got to check it out, but I'm pretty sure he says at the beginning of his interviews, if you want to use the content in any way, shape or possible, just put a link into the original show, give them the head nod, etc. So if that's the case, and this Rainmaker thing is all over the place, then we'll do a super deep dive on it and go from there. If it's like pretty straightforward, a bit boring and hardly worth the discussion, then we'll just make some pointers and leave it at that, eh? But I need to watch it first. I'm not going to say anything about it until I've watched it, or anything about Augustus, really. Like I say, it's no point in making people the enemy, is it? David Keith, on the other hand. No, I'm joking. Okay. Or am I? I published a third book yesterday, Tuesday. It's on the website. Link be in the info section, as are all the others. What to say about that? It's the third on the list. So the first thing you'll see is the first book, then the second book is in the middle, and the third book is at the end. So you'll have to scroll down a bit now for that. It's titled Weather and Climate Modification, the Mainstream Media, Academia, and More. And it covers the period 1890 to 2024. So what's inside? The mainstream media side of it touches on a 1958 article and then just stays up to date, if you like, for the last 10 years worth, excluding 2019 for some reason. There's also academia and the modern era of academia. There's a section on projects, such as Project Storm Fury and all that. David Keith, Harvard, Bill Gates, Carnegie, SRMGI, Degrees Initiative, FISA, Silver Lining, Stratoshield, SPICE. So the projects, the main biggest names, all that stuff. What's in this one, even though the same people and institutions come up, it isn't a repeat of previous information. It's other information that I've got regarding these organisations and people and that. There's also the DRI, Desert Research Institute in Nevada, makes sunsets. A little bit about them. Rainwater Tech, a little bit about them. Weather Modification Incorporated. But no Rainmaker, because we kind of covered them in the previous books. They will be covered in the summary for 2025 that I'll be putting out in January 2026. So Weather Modification Incorporated, then there's the Texas Weather Modification side of things. North American weather consultants is actually what Augustus from Rainmaker, they've just acquired that. So if you want to familiarise yourself with what they do and who they are, worth looking at. It's only about a page worth. So in the section for the Weather Modification Association and also Weather Modification Incorporated, give you a rundown from their projects, maps, lists, history of where they've operated, where they are operating. There's also some others, cloud seeding technologies, a little bit about Evergreen, setting that story straight, ISO, National Science Foundation, NASA, NOAA, United Nations, finishing up where we started in book 1 with the World Meteorological Organization. Well, where we sort of started with book 1. So going a bit full circle, the next one will be a global summary of this year, 2025, and that, as I say, that'll be out in January 2026. I will be starting that tomorrow. In the meantime, if there's any mega information that comes out along the way, as I'm doing that book, I will make you some videos. Might be a bit AWOL while I do it. So thanks for watching. That book is free, no sign up. It's on the homepage of the website, so you can download it. There you go. Look after yourself. See you next time. If World War III happens in the meantime, cheers. Hey, you've been great.